when you're trying to figure out what the right instance is, so we've talked about TRN1, TRN2, Trainium, sorry, Inferentia chips as well, the other kinds of instances that are available on AWS. How do you pick the right kind of instance type for a particular machine learning task?
Yeah, sure. So of course, when let's assume we're in the Trainium and Inferentia space for the moment. So when you're in that space, I mean, really, you have a couple questions. Obviously, we have two, product lines, Trainium and Inferentia. The neuron core itself, though, like the fundamental acceleration unit is the same. Actually, the neuron core is the same. The software stack is also the same. So you can, mix and match, go back and forth, good compatibility. What's different between the two is that the instance topology is just configured differently. So with TRN1, we assume that you're going to be training. So we connect the cards in what's called a torus topology or a 4D torus topology, which means that the cards are connected to each other in a way that you can easily do a backward pass. You can easily gather the results from all of the cards and then update the optimizer state. So the connectivity between the cards is much more suited for complex backward pass. Whereas in the Inferentia line, again, the same neuron core, but the topology is more aligned for just a forward pass. So when you study the architecture, you'll see that you have just one row of the cards, for example. They're not, it's not this 4D topology. It's sort of more aligned for just taking, a large tensor, sharding a large tensor on the fleet, and then doing a forward pass. So that's some of the difference. Another difference is that in Inferentia, you have more choices. You have many different options for instance size between like how many accelerators you want, your HBM capacity as a result of that. Whereas in Trainium, it's sort of really small and really large. So that's why we see, a good benefit on training where you're doing your small development with like a single, TRN1, and then you're scaling it up for, one large instance and then as many instances as you can get. And you don't really need that flexibility. Whereas in Inferentia, you might want to host your, 7 billion or your 11 billion parameter model that isn't going to have the same compute requirements.